Are you in the mood to assess your team's performance?
Not really, but that's my job, I guess. Raymond brought me in here. I guess I have to do that. I think we ran into a team that's playing about as well as anybody in the league. They're clicking. They're dominating right now, and they dominated us at both ends right from the beginning. And I thought we got demoralized in the first half. That was probably the biggest disappointment. I just didn't love our energy or body language. But that's sometimes the way it goes when you're struggling. So we tried to fight a little harder in the second half. I thought we did somewhat, but we were demoralized. It's a hell of a team over there.
They made 11 more threes than you. I think you guys have the worst discrepancy in the league as far as opponents making threes. In a year where you've lost, obviously, your potency from three with who's on the bench, how tough is it in this kind of modern NBA when teams are just kind of chucking to kind of keep up with them?
Well, I mean, I think Utah is especially tough to guard from three, just because they've been together for a long time, and they've scaled back this year, playing smaller. Adding Bogdanovich was a huge, great move for them, and then Conley is such a good player, such a crafty player, and so they're really difficult to guard. And so yeah, that's one of many things we're up against this year. But big thing is to continue to try to get better and keep working. We'll come in and practice tomorrow and move on to the next one.
You were minus 19 on rebounding. Is that a symptom of the demoralization you were talking about, or is there something else going on?
Well, they were making every shot and we were missing every shot, so there were a lot more defensive rebounds for them to get than there were for us. So that's some of it. But they got 15 offensive rebounds too, and so they dominated. They beat us everywhere.
Steve, you went to at the end of the first half. You went to Glenn at the 4 and Draymond at the 5. Is that something you pull out when you want to just give your team some sort of spark, or is it something you look to maybe start using on a regular basis more often?
I think we're just trying different things, trying different lineups, just trying to find something that can click. And if we see something that's worth giving a shot, we'll do so. And then if it works, we'll stay with it. But we haven't really had much of a pattern this year for our rotations, just with our injuries and our various roster changes. It's been pretty fluid, so we haven't been able to settle on routine patterns and substitution patterns.
Hey, Steve, you talked earlier throughout the year about how you need to keep this team from getting too down on itself, and you mentioned losing tonight was kind of demoralizing. Is that the biggest challenge as a coach with this young team? Because I know that they're really going through some rough times, and I know it's been tough.
Yeah, it's been a tough stretch. Traditionally January is a tough month in the NBA, just fatigue-wise, and when you're losing a lot of games and you're beaten up a little bit, it's not easy. So I think we've lost 12 out of 13. It's no fun. Draymond got a technical tonight, for slamming the ball down, and I guess the official had to call it, but. Draymond came over and said, "You don't think I'm frustrated?" And the official said, "Well, I know you're frustrated, but I have to call it." But that's how we feel. We're frustrated, and I'm frustrated, and it's no fun losing. But you got to go out and we got another game in 2 days, and you got to keep pushing, keep plugging away. So there's nobody's going to feel sorry for us, especially after the last 5 years. So. Come into practice tomorrow and keep trying to get better.